Hello, my name is Petra Schulte. I'm a nutrition educator. And so in session 1, we discussed the benefits of eating fruits and vegetables and being physically active. And you set some goals about eating 1.5 cups at least of fruits a day and at least 2 cups of vegetables. And hopefully you kept track of it. In session 2, we talked about the challenges that we face when we want to eat fruits and vegetables and make healthier lifestyle choices and be physically being physically active. And came up with solutions too. And in session 3, we talked about how we can make favorite classics better, how we can add more fruits and vegetables to classics like burgers or macaroni and cheese. And in this session, we are talking about how we can eat more fruits and vegetables on a budget. Because most of the challenges that we face in eating more fruits and vegetables is price, or often it is. At least it is for me. So I have 5 things I'd like to talk to you about that. But first I want to reiterate about the benefits of being physically active. So it helps us reduce stress, anxiety. It strengthens our muscles, our joints. It strengthens our bones. It helps delay the effect of chronic diseases that we might be facing. It gives us a healthy weight. There's so many more. I mean, it can be such a joy to move your body. And we get some work done too. Like if we garden, we get wonderful produce and fruits, vegetables. Or if we vacuum our house, we get a cleaner house. Other ways to be physically active is to go for a brisk walk with your friends, hopefully, so you can talk, or a meditative walk by yourself. So there are many, many options. You can get on a treadmill, on a stationary bike. You can lift weights by yourself, or there are many YouTube videos where you can do it online in the privacy of your home and for next to nothing. So how can we eat more fruits and vegetables on a budget? That's our topic today. And I'm so glad you joined me today. So 5 ideas that I like to share with you are, the first one is there are quite a few fruits and vegetables that are lower priced year round. For example, bananas, they're pretty much priced the same all year round. So that's a good, great healthy carbohydrate source. Or potatoes or sweet potatoes. They're, especially potatoes store well, but sweet potatoes are extremely nutritious because they have a lot of beta-carotene, the precursor of vitamin A. Cabbages come to mind too. And different color cabbages are so key. Eating a rainbow of colors is vital for getting different phytochemicals and antioxidants. And cabbage is relatively cheap compared to other vegetables. Also greens, year-round, they're pretty much the same. This head of lettuce is from my garden. Carrots too. Carrots you can get for a reasonable price, and I'll feature carrots in other items too, especially for quantity too. So using fruits and vegetables that are lower priced all year round is one option to be good for your budget. Next, I like to talk to you about seasonal fruits and vegetables. I bought these grapes, a whole bunch of grapes, but they were not quite in season yet, so they were still per pound quite a bit. So even though I got a better price because they were a bigger quantity, I paid quite a bit for it. So it really, like in a month or two, this quantity of grapes will be so much cheaper. I got a great price on 3 cucumbers, a package of 3 cucumbers, because they're in season right now. But I already ate 2 of them, so I have 1 left to enjoy. So they're in season right now, whereas half a year ago, they were very expensive. One of my favorite fruits are nectarines. So 2 months ago, it would have been prohibitive for me to get nectarines, but I got a whole smaller case for a very good price because they're in season right now. So yay for seasonal fruits and vegetables. And on the website, we will have a handout for you called Spending Less, where there are tips for eating more fruits and vegetables and tips for participating in more physical activity, and also a cost sheet for fruits and vegetables where you can write down the costs and the location where you bought them so that you can keep track of it if you like. The third item I like to feature for you and how to eat more fruits and vegetables on a budget are instead of using brand names versus store brand or generic items. So this one is a brand name tomato sauce. It was twice as much as this store brand tomato sauce. So I saved quite a bit. And then it's cherry season right now. And I went to a wholesale market, which is a great other idea. And I got cherries. So I got 2 pounds of generic, not brand name cherries. And I got them for under $5. Whereas I got a brand name cherry container, and even though this is 3 pounds, it was twice as much than the non-brand item that I got at a store. So that's a great savings for me, and I can eat more of my favorite fruits, which is awesome. The fourth item I like to feature for you is to check the per ounce or pound cost of large versus small cans or containers of fruits and vegetables. Whether they are frozen or fresh. I love blueberries. Blueberries have so many antioxidants in them. They really boost your immune system. I got these 2 pounds of blueberries, and they keep for easily 1 or 2 weeks in the refrigerator. So I bought 2 of these because they last in the refrigerator for such a long time. But if I had just gotten an 8-ounce container, they would have cost the same at a regular store. So that really made a big difference for me, going to a wholesale store and getting a big container. Often they are cheaper. Not always, but most of the time, it's almost for certain thing that they are so much cheaper. And again, the comparison of getting quantity, these brand name cherries, 3 pounds, were almost as much as 1 pound of these brand name cherries. So I got almost 2/3 more by buying in quantity. Another example of how cost per pound or ounce really makes a difference is carrots. I've got 3 pounds of carrots here that I was able to buy at a regular store, and I got a 6 pound of carrots that were the same price as the 3 pound carrots. So I mean, I can eat twice as much, or I can buy the bigger bag, share the costs with my neighbors. maybe make a carrot juice, or cook up some carrots and freeze them and pull them out later. There are so many ways of using fruits and vegetables and storing them, whether by freezing or other ways. All right. Now for my last item. I'm just delighted. I feel very blessed that both my husband and I, but especially my husband, loves to garden. And so we get the joy and the labor of gardening. But the labor is physical activity. I mean, what better things than to bend down, lift heavy items, turn a bed, pull weeds, and create beautiful fruits and vegetables. Thanks to God. So I want to show you what we got here. Just a few items. Like I like to eat some flowers, like we have borage, or if you don't want to eat them, you can use them for decoration, or calendula flowers. I have a few of my peas left that I've been enjoying now for 2 months. I started growing them in February, and after a few mishaps, because some other animals also like to eat them, I got a really nice crop. Then herbs, even if you don't have a lot of land, you can grow them in containers. So we have dill here. It's a little limp because I picked it a few hours ago, but how wonderful to use dill. And oregano, we have some broccoli, and then some fruit that is in season right now, strawberries, raspberries. I mean, it's just a delight. And another option also for you, hopefully, is if you have friends who are generous and share fruits and vegetables with you. Here I got an apricot and a plum from my daughter's partner. I was visiting them and he gave me several. Of course, my husband and I have already started eating them. But what a blessing that is when people share with you, or when you can share your bounty with other people. And I'd like to show you one of our heads of lettuce. Often we actually don't cut the whole lettuce. We just pick leaves and then they keep growing. So that's another way to stretch your lettuce. Kale is extremely nutrient dense. It's one of the most nutrient dense, low calorie foods, but it gives you so many minerals and also vitamins. Arugula. I mean, there's such a bounty of different lettuces that we have. They are so good for your body, especially because you can pick them fresh. They're not so old like produce in stores, because they have to travel, so often they get picked when they're not ripe. So other ways, if you don't have your own land, would be a community garden. You could maybe grow some food there, have a plot there, or maybe start a community garden. And also another option to get fruits and vegetables easily is to go to the farmer's market and use your EBT benefits and get fruits and vegetables, and often they are matched, so you get double of fruits and vegetables. So this ends our series of Eat Smart, Live Strong, and I'm so delighted that you joined me in this journey of making lifestyle choices that give you so many more benefits in the long run. Making incremental choices in the long run give you big results. So how many fruits should we eat at least a day? That's right, 1.5 cups. How many vegetables? That's right, at least 2 cups. And how many minutes of physical activity should we engage in most of days? That's right, 30 minutes. I'm your host, Petra Schulte, nutrition educator, and thank you so much for joining me and share the great news of this wonderful program with your friends, family, and strangers.